Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Korean Saturday School of Week 4. And I hope everybody had a fantastic week. And today, if you look in our syllabus, you're going to notice that we're having a special lesson because this week is a special week. And I'm not going to say what it is yet, but I will explain. So, welcome back everyone. My name is Sarang Kim, or Kim Sarang 선생님, and I'm in charge of the Jindaleban. If you're new, welcome, and if not, welcome back. So, welcome to week 4 virtual 한글학교. Yay! 추석이 왔어요. So, this week is the week of Chuseok, which is Korean Thanksgiving. And usually if we still met each other at church and at our 한글학교, we would have probably celebrated together, but since we can't, let's celebrate it all virtually. So yeah, so it is a week of Chuseok. Happy Korean Thanksgiving, everyone. So today, instead of doing our normal work that we do in our blue or yellow book, we're going to just have a mini history lesson, mini background lesson on what Chuseok is and how people celebrate it. So, what is Chuseok? So, Chuseok is also referred to as Hangawi. Han means big and Kawi means the Ides of the 8th lunar month or autumn. According to the lunar calendar, the harvest moon, the largest full moon of the year, appears on the 15th day of the 8th month. So basically, Chuseok is a day that is celebrated in Korea on the lunar calendar. So there are different types of calendars. There are the calendar that we go by every day, and there's also the lunar calendar. So basically, Chuseok is a day that is celebrated in Korea on the 8th month, so the 15th of the 8th month, so August 15th, and the date of August 15th is the day that is on the lunar calendar. So the lunar calendar is the calendar that goes by the moon phases. So as it says here, according to the lunar calendar, the harvest moon is the largest on that day. So on August 15th, is a day where they have the largest full moon. So this is like the concept of the celebration of Chuseok. So basically, Chuseok is a day where we all celebrate the brightest moon because that is a day of full harvest. So it's like a day, as I said, like before, Chuseok is Korean Thanksgiving. So comparing it to American Thanksgiving, Americans celebrate Thanksgiving because we are thankful for the harvest, just like the Pilgrims and Puritans did. And we gather around and we all we have a big potluck, we bring food, we celebrate, we give thanks. So Chuseok is basically the same concept. We give thanks for a plentiful harvest and we all gather around their family and we eat some signature foods, we play some games, and it's like a day of celebration. So, so Chuseok this year was on Thursday, October 1st of 2020, which was 2 days ago. Yes, that was 2 days ago. Okay. The word Chuseok means evening of fall. Chuseok is a major harvest festival and a 3-day holiday in Korea, celebrated on the 15th day of the 8th month of the lunar calendar. We already went over this, but this is a fun fact. But people in Korea celebrate Chuseok for 3 days, so it's a 3-day festival. This is like very similar to American Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving, when it first happened in America, it happened over a long period of time. It wasn't just over one day. But then Chuseok is usually celebrated over a 3-day period. But this is in Korea. It's a little different here, depending on how you celebrate it. And once again, Chuseok is also known as Korean Thanksgiving. Chuseok celebrates the bountiful harvest and strives for the next year to be better than the last. So while we're celebrating and giving thanks to the harvest that we've collected this year, we're also celebrating and hoping and praying for the wishes that it'll be plentiful again next year. So, what are some foods we eat on Chuseok? So when it comes to Chuseok, we cannot forget about our signature Korean dishes. These dishes, I'm pretty sure everyone has tried them at least once in your life if you're Korean. If you're not Korean, I'm pretty sure you have at least heard about one of these foods that are going to be shown a little while. And let's just go over some of them. So since in today's lesson, we don't have any, there's no work or anything. It's just me teaching you guys what Chuseok is. I want you guys to still on a piece of paper, if you have, write down these vocabulary words. So I'm going to call them vocabulary words because they're words that are significant for Chuseok. So I just want you to write them. They're really easy. They're not long. They're just words. And there's going to be about 10 to 20 in between that. So it's not that much. So if you look at the first picture right here, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with what this is. This is a type of tteok. So tteok is a type of Korean rice cake. It is made with rice flour, water, and you steam it, you beat it, and you put fillings in it. Fillings can include sesame seeds, sugar, and a whole lot more. I'm not a chef, so I'm not really sure, but that's what I know, and it's super fun to make. And I recommend everyone trying to at least make it, or at least trying to try it. They sell these at H Mart, any Korean supermarket. Ask your mom that you want to try it, and yeah, they taste really good. They're sweet and chewy. So this is called sonpyeon. Sonpyeon. So sonpyeon is a type of tteok. It comes in mostly 4 colors, I think. The green one, yellow one, white one, and pink one. So as a matter of fact, I had sonpyeon 2 days ago because my mom brought some and they were really good. I think they're still in my kitchen, but I don't know. I probably finished it. So yeah, they're these small little rice cakes. They're specifically eaten on Chuseok because they're shaped as, they have like a moon shape, which is pretty cool. And it's supposed to symbolize the full moon of Chuseok. Okay, and the next picture, this is also a very popular dish in Korea. It's called buchingge. Buchingge comes in many different types. So there could be buchu buchingge, kimchi buchingge. There could be pie in it, you can have seafood in it. It comes in many different styles, different ingredients. And I'm also pretty sure most of you guys tried this before, but this is also a signature dish that we eat on Chuseok. So everybody, I want you to write sonpyeon and buchingge on a piece of paper. Next on the list, we have different side dishes that we eat. So this includes the first picture on the left. As you can see, we have namul. So namul is, there are many different types of namuls. We usually see them when we go to Korean restaurants on the side. We can see them on the tops of bibimbap, which is also a type of dish with rice and different types of namul, which are these things that you see on this plate. And basically, namul is, most namuls are a type of plant, like a type of seasoned plant. So it could be any part of the plant. It could be the leaf, it could be the root, it could be the stem. It depends how you eat it and what type of namul you're eating. But generally, namul is eaten a lot on Chuseok as a side dish. So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this before. You could see it, as I said, on top of your bibimbap, in your kimbap, or just on the side at like a restaurant, and it's really good. I recommend you guys to try this too. I'm gonna keep saying I recommend you guys to try all of these because they're all super good, and I mean it when I say it. So if you have the chance, or if you had the chance, I hope you enjoyed it, or I hope you will enjoy it. Okay, and then on the picture on the right, we see chon. Now there are also many different types of chon. We have 호박전, we have 생선전, we have like 고추전, we have, what is that on the right? We have this. There's so many different types of chon, but the concept of chon is that different types of like vegetables or foods are coated in like flour and egg, and then they are fried. So this is a very traditional Korean food that is eaten a lot, mainly on Chuseok. Okay. So the dish on the left we have is a also very famous dish in Korea. It's called japchae. 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 So japchae is eaten a lot on Korean holidays. This can also be eaten on Chuseok, and then it could be eaten on Korean New Year, which is Seollal, but that's a different day. It's just very universal, very classic Korean dish. It's called japchae, and it's basically made of clear rice noodles with a whole lot of namul, mushroom, eggs. It can have meat in it, and it is very good. And it's soy sauce based, and it's very good. Okay, and then on the right we see very popular type of meat, type of like meal that a lot of people eat. It's called bulgogi. Now bulgogi is meat in a soy sauce marinated base with like vegetables, onions, carrots, some spring onions, and it is very good, very popular. And I think that is, just kidding, there is more. Now, we cannot miss the desserts that we eat on Chuseok. So there are so many more, but I could go on and on, but this lesson isn't about food, it's about Chuseok, so I just limited it to two of the most famous ones. So songpyeon is also one of the desserts, but it's like the mainstream dessert. These are like more like the side desserts that people eat. So one of them on the left we see is called yakwa. Yakwa is a type of snack. It's like sweet and chewy, but I don't know what it's made of, but it's very popular. But I do know that those are sesame seeds on top of it. I'm not really sure what it's made of, but you guys can do research, but it tastes interesting. That's all I'm gonna say, because some people like it, some people don't. It's a very like you have to have an acquired taste for this. But it's good. It's not bad. But it's a signature dessert that we eat on Chuseok. Also, 쌀간정. This is kanjang made of 쌀. So it's basically like rice that are popped, and then it's basically Korean Rice Krispies, but a lot less calories. I think that's how you can see it. And it's made in like syrup. It's like, so Rice Krispies you would use Rice Krispies you would use marshmallows, but for this you would use a specific type of like Korean syrup, and you just mix it and then mold it into a shape and eat it. It's very good, very crunchy. Highly recommended. Okay, that is enough of the foods that we eat on Chuseok. Now let's just go over what traditional games do we play on Chuseok. Okay, so once again, I'm pretty sure everyone has tried or at least heard of these games. So I'm gonna go over them one by one. Oh yeah, and also for the previous slides, make sure to write down the words, all the words on a piece of paper. Okay, so let's go over the first game. First game is called Shidam. Now, Shidam is a type of Korean wrestling that mostly men participate in. I've never seen a woman Shidam before, but that would be very interesting if I do see one. Hopefully I will see one in the future. I'm not sure, that could be me. But anyways, so Shidam is a type of Korean wrestling. So there are two teams. One component has a red belt that is tied around the waist. It's tied in a specific way so the opponent can grab it. So basically, each person on each side of the team grabs onto each other's belt and they just wrestle from there. So they only grab the belt and they use their legs. So it's like a game of who will knock down the other person first. So how you win is if you knock down the other person, your opponent first, you win. This is a very, very popular game, and it's mostly played in like an arena of sand, and it's fun. You guys, if you have the opportunity, you guys should like search it up and like watch a game. Okay, and then on the right side, right here, we have a game called Chegi Chagi. Now, Chegi is that thing that is floating right here in midair. So it's made of, it could be made of different materials, but usually how they make it, so a long time ago they had coins, and the coins so Korean coins were made of like brass, copper, like a type of metal, and it was circular and it had another circle in the middle, and you stack like a few of those and then you wrap it in either plastic or paper, and then you cut the paper so that it's like loose and flingy, as you can see in the picture, and you basically throw it and then you kick it. So the game is to see how many you can kick in a row. So this is called Chegi Chagi, and the thing that you're kicking is called a Chegi. So the first part of Chegi Chagi. So Chegi is the actual thing that you're trying to kick. Chegi Chagi is the game. So fun fact, my dad is very, very good at this. I can only do like 5 at most. I don't know why it's so hard for me to do, but some people are really good at this. So it's very fun. You guys should also try to do it. And if you can, you could also try making it with the coin. You could put the coin in like, you could use a newspaper or any kind of paper. So put the coin on the piece of paper, wrap the paper around the coin. You could tie the tip with a rubber band and then just cut fringes into the paper, and then you're all set. Okay, some other games that we play. Oh, this one is really popular and really famous. So this is called Yunori. Yunori. Okay, Yunori is a game. It's like Korean, I guess it's like Korean checkers or chess, but instead of having pawns, you have these 4 wooden sticks. It's a long process for me to explain how to play the game, but basically you throw the sticks and each stick has a value, and you just move your pawn. Oh, they do have pawns. You move your pawn, and then whoever completes the course first wins. So each team has like 4 pawns each. Whoever completes it all wins. It's a very fun game, very fun game to play with like your family and your friends, and I played it multiple times before. It was super fun. And then this one, not many people might be familiar with it, but this is like Korean ring around a rosy. I don't even know if that's how you say it. Ring around a rosy. I think it's ring around a rosy. But in Korean it's called 강강술래. Now there is a song that is called 강강술래 that people sing while they play this. It's not really a game, but it's like when it's usually mainly started for girls. So girls would come together, hold hands, and just spin in a circle, singing 강강술래 and like that. That was very bad. I apologize. something like that. I'm not really sure because I never played it, but traditionally it was and might still be played on Chuseok. Now, this is my favorite part of today's lesson. So what do we wear on Chuseok? The hanbok is a cultural clothing of Korea. For girls, it consists of a beautiful dress and colorful jacket, and for boys, pants and a jacket. Now, there are different types of hanboks. So guys hanbok comes in different styles, girl hanboks come in different styles, but traditionally this is how it looks like on the screen, as you can see here. It comes in many different colors and many different like shapes. There's different hanboks for the summer or the winter, and it's just so beautiful. It's so it has a wide variety, and it's very, very pretty. Oh, okay, so now we're gonna actually have an activity to do. Now, everybody, in the blue folder that you received in the package, you should see a piece of paper that looks like this. I put it on the screen, as you can see on the left. It should look like this. Or instead of that one, some people, not everybody, but some people might have the same paper, but it's just blue. It's the same thing, same style, but it's just blue. And I want you guys to use this paper for this activity. So let me go over it really quickly. So in your blue folder, you should see a paper that looks like this on the screen. It is either white or blue. On the paper, I want you to choose 5 words we learned about Chuseok and draw them. So all those vocabulary words that I told you to write, all the new words that we learned, I want you to choose 5 of your favorite ones. So it could be any of the foods that we learned, like the hanbok, it could be the games, anything related to today's lesson of the vocabulary words. I want you to choose 5. I want you to try your best to draw them. It doesn't have to be perfect. I know we're not all artists, but I want you to try, and I want you guys to make it pretty, use color pens, use markers, but most importantly, I want you guys to write what you're drawing underneath. So I want you to label it, okay? So I did an example for you guys, but I didn't draw it myself, but this is how it should look like, hopefully. So on the top, I wrote Chuseok, and then I drew. You guys are supposed to draw it, but I just copied it from the internet. But I want you guys to draw it. Sorry. So I drew a hanbok and I labeled hanbok beneath it. I put sonpyeon because I like sonpyeon, and then Yunori is one of my favorite games. Shirum, not a game I personally like to participate in, but I like to watch. And Chegi. I put Chegi because I would like to learn how to be better at it because I'm very bad at it. So yeah, so this is how it should look like. I want you guys to make it pretty. This is the only assignment you guys are getting today, so it's not bad. Just think of it as a mini like art project. Yeah, so it's really not bad. I want you guys to think of it as a mini art project. That it's like we're having a little chill day today because it's Chuseok, and yeah. So next week we will continue with our normal lessons. Just this week was we had a little mini history class. So I hope everyone became more familiar as to what Chuseok is, and I hope that you guys got to spend some quality time with your family. So happy Chuseok, everyone. And I already said that, but yeah, hope you guys had a fantastic week. And I know school started for like mostly everyone now, and I hope you guys are having fun with that. Not so fun, but I hope you guys are making the best of it. And I hope you guys got to eat some good food. If not, you could maybe ask your mom to cook you some of the meals that you saw on the screen today. And It's the end. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.